Hi, sweetie. What are you making for dinner?
I don't know yet. I figured we can have leftovers again. It's been a crazy day with work.
Can we do something nicer? My mom is coming over.
What? Today?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I just found out.
So she invited herself over. Again. And now I have to scramble to make the perfect meal and then spend the evening listening to her complain about it.
I know, I'm sorry.
Do you remember the last time she came over? She said my lasagna was both too spicy and not spicy enough.
She did say that.
Salt, does she have to come over tonight? I really don't have the energy.
I can ask her to reschedule, but you know that if I do, she'll blame you. And then neither of us will hear the last of it.
We've been together for 6 years. I can't keep walking on eggshells around that woman. Especially since she treats me like garbage no matter what I do.
I know, I feel terrible.
Can you make dinner tonight? I can print out a recipe.
You know I can't cook.
You can try. Please, I've been dealing with bookings all day and I literally don't have the brain power to cook something up.
I really don't feel comfortable cooking for my mother.
If she knows you did the cooking, she won't complain. At least not about the food, just everything else.
Okay, sure. But you'll print out a recipe?
Yeah.
Fine. And honey, I'm so sorry to spring this on you.
Well, at least you gave me a couple of hours to mentally prepare myself. It gives me time to pregame with some wine.
That's the spirit.
Hello? Are you home? I tried calling Saul, but he didn't answer. He's cleaning up the spilled wine. Yes, let me apologize again. Clumsy me. It's fine. We've been thinking about getting a new carpet anyway. Well, if the wine was of a high quality, perhaps it wouldn't stain as much.
It was Merlot, on a white carpet.
Yes, well, I already apologized. I'm sure you understand.
Do you need to ask Saul something?
Actually, no. I wanted to ask you something, but I forgot to bring it up at dinner.
Then why did you call him first?
You're just brimming with questions tonight, aren't you? Plainly speaking, I find it easier to go through him when I have an issue.
Is this about the dinner? Indigestion again?
Well, yes, but that's to be expected. I know you try your best, dear.
You know, it would be nice if we had dinner at your place sometimes, then you'd be safe from any indigestion.
Of course! Well, the next time I cook a nice meal at my place, I absolutely promise to invite you over.
Great.
It would probably be better for my gastritis anyway, no offense.
Actually, Saul did the cooking tonight. I'll be sure to give him your feedback.
Really? Well, I assume he was following your recipe.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, a husband who works full-time really shouldn't be doing all the household chores.
You know I work full-time too.
Sure, dear. Anyway, I was hoping to ask for a little favor, nothing major.
Yes?
My dear friends Esther and Bessie are flying into the city for a visit. Lovely ladies, my dearest friends.
Great. It's amazing that you have such close friends.
I know, and I told them they could stay with me for the week.
Good for you. I'm sure you'll have fun.
Unfortunately, they won't have any transportation while they're here, so I was hoping that you could pick them up at the airport and drive them to my place.
Why can't you do it?
Oh, you know what a hassle it is to go to the airport. It's such a schlep.
Well, I'm sorry, but work is really keeping me swamped this week, so I can't help you.
But you have so much free time.
Like I told you, I work full-time. Just because I work from home doesn't mean I'm not constantly busy, and it's the summertime, which is peak season for concert bookings. I'm sorry, but I'm just too busy. Maybe they can get an Uber?
I understand. Forget I asked. Is Saul there with you?
He just left for the market to get more cleaning supplies.
Oh, well, when he returns, tell him thank you for a lovely dinner. It was honestly the best meal I've ever had at your house.
Your mother is giving me ulcers. If you're still at the shop, could you pick up another bottle of wine to replace the one she broke? I think I need it. Sure. I actually just got off the phone with her.
She just called you?
She said she tried reasoning with you, but you had a tone. Of course she did. Honey, I know she's a lot, but I really want the two of you to get along.
Me too. You know how hard I try with that woman, and you know how she treats me.
I do, but she's my mom. Is there any way that you could help her out when her friends are here? I think it'll go a long way.
Literally, to the freaking airport. I'm not driving all the way out there because she refuses to do it herself.
Yeah.
Did she ask if you'd do it?
No, I was going to offer, but she said my time was too valuable. Oh, that woman. I'm guessing her friends are exactly the same.
More or less. I haven't seen them since I was a kid.
Saul, I love you, but you gotta have my back. I can't keep dealing with this attitude.
I know, honey. I'm sure you'll think of something to help smooth things over.
Honey, is there something you haven't told me?
Yeah, but we can talk about it when I get home.
Maybe you should explain yourself now. There are 2 elderly Jewish women standing on our porch. They haven't knocked yet. I think they're checking out my garden.
Oh, they came early.
Saul!
Okay, here's the thing. You remember Esther and Bessie?
Did you invite them here without asking me?
Mom is having plumbing problems and she called me in tears.
Did you invite them to stay with us?
It's just for the night.
Saul! We are not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. The guest rooms aren't ready. I'm in the middle of a Zoom meeting right now.
You don't understand. My mom was crying. She couldn't handle the stress of having house problems while her friends were staying over there. You know how much that generation judges each other.
Okay, they're knocking now.
Answer it, please.
I am going to murder you when you get back home.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't say no.
You owe me. Big time.
I got off work early. I'm coming home now.
Don't hurry. Everything's fine here.
What? Really?
Yeah, totally. I rescheduled my meetings and got the ladies settled in. We're hanging out, drinking wine, and watching Hallmark.
You're hanging out with Esther and Bessie?
Yeah, they're actually kind of fun. Who knew?
Really? They're not complaining about everything?
Well, they know I wasn't expecting guests, so they've been sweet and grateful. But they are complaining a lot about Ruth. I like them.
Wow.
You haven't heard anyone trash talk until you've met these ladies. It's kind of wonderful. Did you know that your mom has a hammer toe? I didn't even know what they meant until they told me. Bessie says hi. She wants me to tell you that hammer toes run in your family, so be careful with your footwear.
Okay, well, if everything's going well there, I think I'll check on Mom.
You do that, and bring back something we can nosh on.
Okay.
Esther says hi. She says she wants you to get something pickled. Hello, dear. When you get a chance, can you please thank your husband for opening up his house for my friends? I'll relay the message. I'm on my way over to pick up my friends now. Are they ready? Not quite. I just showed them my yoga tape and they're trying it out now. Esther's really flexible, apparently. Make sure they don't get hurt. Listen, these ladies are an absolute pleasure, and they're welcome to stay here as long as they want. I'm sure they'd much prefer to stay at my house. It's bigger and much more inviting. And yet there are plumbing issues. Let me go into the other room and ask what the ladies would prefer. Of course you can, but they're my friends, and I think they want to spend time with me. They've already monopolized enough of your time. Okay, I just asked them, and they said they'd rather stay here. Bessie said my mattress was great for her back. I'm sure you understand. No, I wouldn't want them to impose. After all, you're a busy woman. Yes, but I just work from home, remember? I can handle it. No worries. You go deal with all your old, faulty, rusty, terrible pipes, and I'll make sure the ladies have a good time. But I'm on my way! Suit yourself. It was nice talking to you, Ruth. I hope your hammer toe isn't giving you too much grief.
My mother is livid.
What's new?
She said you're trying to steal her friends from her?
Now, why would I do that? They're just little old ladies.
She said you wanted them to stay with us longer?
Is that what she told you? You know how your mother misinterprets things. All I said was that they could stay at our place as long as they wanted. That's all. I was being nice to her and she still gets mad.
Is that really what happened?
What do you think?
Okay, yeah, that does sound like my mom.
Well, the ladies said they'd prefer to stay here, but when your mom came, she demanded they pack up their things and go with her. I guess they're driving around the city now, seeing the sights.
Okay.
It's probably for the best. I can get more work done now.
Of course.
Oh, and I had an idea. I just finished all the prep for this week's concerts at Newvine, and I got some free passes for a concert tomorrow. Can you guess who's playing?
Well, if it's the Newvine, it's probably someone really old.
Yep, Barry Manilow.
What? That's my mom's all-time favorite singer.
I know.
He's still alive?
Apparently. I can get 3 tickets for your mom and her friends. Wouldn't that be perfect?
Yeah, they'd love it.
And your mom would finally see that I have a real job. I'll impress her in front of her friends and she'll stop griping about how I just hang around the house all day.
Okay, you should get the tickets then.
I already did. Hi, Ruth. I have a surprise for you. Oh, really? What is it this time? I got you and your friends free tickets and backstage passes for a concert tonight. Oh, I don't think we'd be interested in that. Concerts can be so loud and unpleasant. You know that's my job, right? I book and manage live events. Yes, well, I'm sure it seems important to you, but I really don't think my friends would be interested. I sure am not. Okay, suit yourself. I just thought it would be kind of fun to see Barry Manilow live. Saw said that he was your favorite singer. Barry Manilow? Yeah, but if the three of you aren't interested. The real Barry Manilow? Yeah, and with backstage passes, you'd get to meet him in person. That's one of the perks of my job. Ruth, are you there? I'm here. So, would the three of you like to go? No, we've decided that it's just not our style, but we appreciate the little offer. Okay. I think we'd rather just have a nice, quiet meal. At your place? Yes. And you're cooking? Yes. Great, what time? And should Saul and I bring something? Oh, it was just going to be us girls. But you said that the next time you cooked a nice meal at your place, you'd invite us. Right? Isn't that what you told me? I did say that. Perfect. So what time? 6. Great. We'll bring wine. Hi. So your mom said no to the concert. Really? But she loves Barry Manilow. Exactly. She's just being difficult. But she invited us over to her house for dinner tonight at 6. She did? Yep. You can go over there straight from work. I'll drive separately. Okay, sure. Awesome. See you then. You sound strangely excited. Oh, I am. It's going to be a great night. Can you tell my mom that I'm running a little late? Sure, she's in the living room right now. I accidentally spilled some wine on her couch, so she's trying to sop it up. I'm just chatting with the ladies. Esther says hi. You spilled wine on her white couch? Yeah, I feel terrible. I apologized, of course. Okay, don't get offended by the question, but did you do that on purpose? No, of course not. It was an honest accident. And Bessie says hi. She wants to know if you still have those rashes on your back. What? That was from when I was 12. It happened once. I'll tell her you're rash-free. Okay, well, I better hurry there. I'm sure Mom's pretty upset. Probably, but I'm with the ladies and we're having a great time. See you soon. Sorry, it's a little loud in here. Where are you? Well, while your mom was cleaning in the other room, I told the ladies about the concert. I guess your mom didn't even tell them. Classic Ruth. And they really, really wanted to go. So, long story short, we had to rush out of there to make it on time. I left a note. You left Mom's house without telling her? I left a note. She already said she didn't want to go. And since we only had 3 tickets, I figured I could take Esther and Bessie with me. Why not? I am here with my mother and a whole table full of food. Yes, tell her that I'm sorry she didn't want to see Barry Manilow, but if she wants, we can maybe get her an autograph. In fact, I'll text her while we're here so she doesn't feel left out. Come on, you know what you're doing. And what am I doing? You're lashing out. You're punishing her. She's crying, Sarah. She's hyperventilating. Tell her it's okay. I'm sure her food is totally delicious. When we get back, we can just heat up the leftovers in her microwave. I hope you're not mad at me, Saul. Are you? Are you mad at me? I'm just worried about my mom. She's heartbroken. Then she should have accepted the tickets. Don't worry, I'll keep her updated. Hey Ruth, look at the 3 of us. God, we're having so much fun. And that's Barry. Look how close we are to the stage. Ruth, he's singing Mandy. Saul told me it was your favorite song. You probably can't tell in this little video, but he's pretty handsome for such an old guy. Oh, and Bessie and Esther say hi. They wish you were here. Please stop texting my mother. Okay, I'll only send her something if it's important. Ruth, we're backstage with Barry right now. Can you believe it? That's Bessie and Esther sitting on either side of him. Esther's kind of flirting. It's cute. And Bessie is asking him all sorts of questions about his music. Did you know that he wrote Mandy about his dog? Crazy. Stop it! Stop what? I thought you wanted your friends to have a good time. You ruined my couch, you abandoned my dinner, and now you're flaunting your stupid concert. But you didn't want to go. And I'm sure your couch isn't ruined. I spilled the expensive stuff.
Stop it, stop it, stop it!
If you really wanted to join us, why'd you reject the offer?
I don't know.
Look, Ruth, I'm sorry for doing this. I know you would have loved it here. But you have to be honest with yourself. I've been married to your son for over 6 years, and you've always disapproved of everything I've done. My food isn't good enough, my house isn't clean enough, my job isn't a real job. And I finally had it, okay? I'm done playing your games. And when I met your friends, I don't know, something changed. I finally had the nerve to stick up for myself. Because I am good enough, and my job is awesome, and I don't want to constantly feel like I'm less than. I love your son more than anything, but I don't know if I can stay with him if you keep treating me like this and he keeps letting you. I'm sorry you didn't come with us, but you have to understand that it's your fault that you're not here, not mine. And Barry says hi. So Ruth didn't respond to my text, but you will not believe what happened when we got back to her house. She apologized to me, an actual honest apology. She even reheated the dinner she'd made and we all sat down and talked. We told her everything about the concert, and after a few hours of talking and laughing, Saul and I left. Saul saw my text to his mom, of course. She shows him everything. And he apologized to me too. I think he finally realized how much his pathological need to please his mother had messed with me. But we had a nice, long talk too, and he promised to stand up for me from now on. I doubt that Ruth and I are ever going to be best friends, but we won't be enemies. Bessie and Esther are leaving tomorrow, so I invited them all over for dinner at our house. I'm not sure what the meal will be like, but I doubt Ruth will have many complaints. But just in case things get spilled, we're drinking white wine.